This is A Game, fast acting, long lasting, with no side effects.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I am your host, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure. And this is my perspective. So we're going to talk about this is what Black women don't tell you after they divest. Okay. And I want to give a quick shout out to BGS because I went to the young lady's TikTok and she doesn't have that video up. I guess she was embarrassed by it. She should be embarrassed by the whole account because she looked a hot mess. This woman is ridiculous on this account. She just trash. Anyway, she needed to take the whole thing down, but apparently she took that video down because couldn't find it. But BGS has the clip that I want to talk about. So once again, shout out to BGS. I'm going to go ahead and share this clip so you guys can see it. And then we're going to come back with my perspective.
Definitely not race doesn't depend on your race. Well, fucked up that you think that just because a man's white he can't abandon his children. But okay. But yes, my ex is white. He was very, very abusive. And he abandoned me, this child, and the 4 others that we actually have together that I don't have in my custody because of being with him. So, yeah. White people or white men abandon their children too.
Okay, so we hear this woman complaining about her white man ex left her. That was her 5th baby with him. Left her, abandoned her. She don't even have custody of the other 4 because of, I guess, dealings with him. She had another video on her TikTok that was talking about how she didn't have custody no more, and she just a mess. This one is a hot mess. Oh God, her bread had to be bottom shelf because it's nowhere where. Let's talk about that for a second. Her bread was bottom of the bottom, was basement bread. He wasn't even bottom shelf bread. This was basement. This was bargain basement bread. Dealing with her. Because that wasn't just a one-off. Her in that camera looking like the ashy faced it. You know, a wig looking like it was 6 months old. That was not uncommon. Went to a TikTok page. That's what it is. Anyway, so the first thing I want to talk about is for these divestment chicks, Black men standards are not any different than white men standards or Mexican men standards or Puerto Rican men standards or Asian men standards or whatever other ethnicity, nationality of man. Men have a particular standard unless he's low. I'm talking about the general body of men, not each individual. But just generally speaking, men want women that upkeep themselves and have femininity. And y'all know the drill. I don't have to go through every piece of that. Why am I saying that? Because what do you think these other men want? What do you think they want? What do you think that they want to do? that black men don't want, or I don't understand y'all divestment chicks. And let me make something real clear. When I say divestment and swirlers, I'm not talking about people that happen to be in interracial relationships. I know some of y'all might be confused about that. There's a difference between happening to be in an interracial relationship, because an interracial relationship does not require that you have some type of psychosis about race or status or anything like that. Divestors and swirlers have a problem with their own. So they go out to get, specifically a lot of times, white partners so that they can feel a higher sense of status. That's different. You understand that? So I want to make that clear. But let's move on, because this woman was holding her 5th baby. She did not have custody of the other 4. And this really need to be a cautionary tale to the younger black women who might get caught up in the whole divest from Blackistan rhetoric and all of that type of stuff. Then you getting caught up and you need to go over to Zaddy because black men are this, that, and the third. Let's hold your horses, because one of the popular arguments is that black men like to make black women single mothers. No accountability for the womb, but we're not going to get into that. But when they cross over to bottom shelf Brad, he got a whole history of abandoning kids and families. He got a history of that, not only from his own, but especially when he colonized you. This one is a colonizer. Did we not laugh at that on Black Panther when she looked at that white boy and said, "Oh, hey, colonizer"? Did we not laugh at that? Why do you think we was laughing at that? Why do you think that was a, oh, she went there kind of moment? Because this is the track record. This is the history record. Leave you, especially black women, when he consort with you and there are children that come about from that, he leaves you. What was that woman's name? That the famous concubine of Thomas Jefferson. What was it? Hemingway? Sarah, I want to say Sarah. But in any case, somebody will correct me. Put it in the chat. He left her. She wasn't the first lady, I can tell you that. And it wasn't just because of the times that they were in. She was well known to have been his side woman. And them kids was his. That was well known. He left her stuff after he passed away. He bequeathed her things. That was understood. He still did not bring her in fully into the family. She was on the side and she remained on the side. He got a track record of going into places, colonizing them places, getting women of color, African women here in America, American black women, getting them pregnant and then moving on. He ain't got time for you. He don't want you. He laying seed and going somewhere else. You are not a part of it. And this is what divestment chicks don't want nobody to know. It's embarrassing when you get with your knight in white shining armor and then you get turned into a baby mama anyway, or you get with a Chad Wheeler that beat the brakes off of you until he think you dead. Okay? Or like that other story that I did with a black woman that was creeping with a married white man, and they had been doing that for years. And when she got mad that he wasn't gonna leave that woman that he was married to, the white woman that he was married to, and she called herself was gonna, I'm gonna tell your wife, he offed her. We done with it. No, you won't. This is how much I love you. You can get all the way off the face of the earth. I'm going to wipe you out. What I'm going to do. So he has a track record of abandoning his children, abandoning his family, particularly when those children come from a black womb. He don't got no loyalty to that. Okay? He know they his, but he ain't got no loyalty to that because he don't have no loyalty to you because you don't help him in the long run. You're not a help. You're okay on the side. You might even be okay on the side for a time period. But you're not the goal. You're not the thing that helps him in his goals. He doesn't see you that way. He doesn't see you as a woman. Is the part that divestment chicks don't tell you. They don't see us as women. They do not see us. They especially don't see us as the same as white women. When are y'all going to learn you're not going to be white women? He don't see you that way at all. Who do you turn to when your Chad ain't good enough? When he treats you bad? When he beats you or cheat on you or leave you or abandon you with your kids and now you got to try to... She noticed she didn't talk no crap about him either. She said he was abusive and all that, but she didn't cuss him out. She didn't run him down. She didn't say how, horrible of a dude he was and he was this and he was that like she would have done had it been a black dude. She would have lumped him out. Or if that had been a black dude she was talking about, he'd have been a baby daddy and he'd have been just like all the rest of them and all of this kind of stuff. Notice she didn't blanket all white men for that one white man that she had. Understand that they don't have a problem with white men at all, no matter what they do. White men can come off them and they don't have a problem with that. What needs to be understood is that you trying to go to these other men and it doesn't work. The dynamic between black women and white men is the same since the plantation. The dynamic between white men and black women has been the same since plantation up until now. It's the same dynamic between black women and white men. It's a plantation dynamic, and black women like it that way. But you keep trying to make it something else, divestment swirlers, and it's not nothing else. White men see you as concubines, and you can be a good concubine, but you'll never reach that clean, honorable status of white womanhood. You're not a white woman, and he don't regard you as a white woman. He just don't. He does not, and he will never. American white men, with the history that we got in this country from the plantation on down to today, you can forget it. Boop, you can knock it off. Just knock that off. Now she holding her fifth baby white as the driven snow. That's another thing. We're going to get into that another time. Y'all think y'all can have black children with white men. And I told you them kids is what their father is, not you. That baby white. You understand that? Anyway, moving on from that little point. You don't have a value system, beloved. This is why you get treated like trash everywhere you go. White man, black man, polka dot man, striped man. It don't matter what color he is. If you're trash, then you're going to attract the trash of any kind of man. Just because he was white doesn't mean that he wasn't going to be trash. She kind of said that it's kind of messed up to think that white men won't abandon their kids. Like, girl, shut up. Girl, get out of here with that stupid stuff. You're so silly. That's so silly. He left you because he was tired of you. Probably tired of all that crusting around your eyes and that ashy little face and that little funky little bonnet you got on. He got tired of you. She looked like that house nasty. She don't wash regularly. This one is a wreck. Anyway, sound off in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.